This is Yuri, aka Russian Prototype. I wanted to jump in here tonight and talk about being grateful, talk about gratitude, talk about Thanksgiving. That is tomorrow in the United States of America. And this is without a doubt my favorite, most favorite holiday in the United States of America for a few different reasons. I mean, the obvious one, food is delicious, food is the best. If you haven't had some American Thanksgiving food, I highly, highly recommend it. It's a beautiful thing. Secondly, I really love what this holiday represents, what it brings, the meaning of the holiday. And that's what I wanted to touch on tonight. I wanted to talk about the essence of being thankful and why it's important to me. And hence, the topic is thankful for all the blessings in 2021. Yet again, we had a very tough year, without a doubt. Um, COVID's still very much a factor. Many people lost their lives. Many people lost their jobs. Many people going through very tough times. And I think we're still in the midst of it. We're still in the midst of all the different challenges that life brings. It never goes away. Yet, I still believe it's the best time to be alive. I truly believe that for a few different reasons. So, the first question I wanted to ask you: are you thankful? Are you thankful for your life? Are you thankful for what you do have in your life? And if you are, I want to know, what are you thankful for? Please put it in the comment, because I definitely would love to see your comments. Everybody who's joining live, what are you grateful? What are you thankful for? What are those things? I would love to see it. So I'm going to tell you what I'm thankful for, of course, but I would love to see, what are you thankful for? And speaking of which, let's see who we have here with us live. Looks like Heather's in the house. Hello, thank you for hanging out and being with me here live. We have Jamie in the house. Thank you for being here. Always pleasure to see you. It looks like we have Dia in the house. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Let's jump right in. Let's jump right in. Again, think about what you're thankful for as we continue this conversation, okay? What I'm thankful for, first and foremost, is I'm thankful for being alive. And look, some of you will say, "Whoa, that's too deep, man. Well, that's too deep. That's what you're talking about." Truth be told, there's been a couple instances in my life where I was close to potentially being in danger. I mean, I got sick one time when I was little, um, and I had to be hospitalized. That was an instance where I think it really scared my family. I think at the time I didn't even understand. I was like 10 years old. At the time, I didn't even understand what was going on. But I know my mom, my grandmother, they were really concerned about my health, about my well-being. Um, been in a car accident before, where it could have been way worse than it was. So there were instances, at least a couple instances in my life, to where it could have easily gone the other way. And then, of course, right now, as I mentioned, we're going through global pandemic still. There's a lot of people that, lost their loved ones, who battle with the virus. And it's just a tough, very tough predicament right now. So my thing is, being alive is a blessing in itself, right? Being alive and being well, that's wonderful. I think that waking up knowing that you're alive and knowing that you're well is already something to be celebrated. I love hearing things when people say, let's celebrate life. I resonate with that. Why not celebrate life? There's some people who lost it. There's some people who going through tough circumstances, who are sick and cannot move. What would happen if you were in bed and you could not move because of illness. Sometimes, I think about it just in order to check my perspective. If that happened to me, I think I would be begging or hoping or wishing for another day just to be well. I think it's all a matter of perspective, because sometimes when you think you want something materialistic or career wise or something like that, you don't really see what's really in front of you. And what's in front of you is being alive and being well. Isn't that the most powerful thing in the world? I believe it is. I believe that waking up in the morning and feeling healthy, feeling strong, feeling optimistic is already a blessing. It's a big, big blessing. It's a huge blessing. All right. So that's the first thing that I'm grateful for. The second thing that I'm very grateful for is my family and my friends. I mean, it goes without saying. Family is one of the most important things in the world, and I've been blessed to have a good family. Are you blessed? Are you? Do you ever think about that? Do you ever think about your family and internalize how important and how blessed you are because of your family? You know, for me, it's a it's no it's a no brainer. I am very fortunate, and I've realized how fortunate I am to have, the parents that I have, um, to have all the siblings that I have, that their contribution into my life, what they were able to do in order to make me a better person, the sacrifices that they've made in order for me to be here, right? All the pouring of support and love and wisdom that they have given to me, all the time, all this unconditional love that's been passed along from you know um my father who passed, from my grandmother who passed, um you know from everyone. My mom does it all the time. I mean, these are the real blessings. And so when you start thinking about those things, it warms my heart for sure, and I hope it does yours as well. And friends, it's something special about connecting with people who are not part of your family, but you kind of feel like they becoming one, right? True friends. Again, true friends are people who are not waiting to call for your call. People who are just text you out of the blue. People who call you out of the blue. People that you don't have to pretend to be somebody else with. People that you can just sit down and have a authentic conversation with. People that you truly have fun with, no matter what you do. Whether you go into a music festival, whether you have a picnic in the park, or whether you just have an intellectual conversation about cosmos, the universe. These are the people. These are the people. Because there's a lot of people that will come and go in your life. There's going to be people who are there just for party. There's going to be people there who are just um, there because you have a common interest. Maybe you play video games together, or maybe you do gardening together. There's going to be people who's only going to be there because they're your work buddies, and they're only going to show up in your life because of work. And that's okay. There are seasons and there are people in life that will come and go. I think that's just part of life. But there are these special individuals, people who I call friends, who will remain there throughout different seasons of life, regardless whether you're poor or rich, regardless whether you feel good or you feel bad, regardless how successful you are. These people are going to stick around. Do you have those people in your life? Because I'm grateful for those friends in my life. Let's look at some comments, shall we? Jamie said, I'm thankful that this Thanksgiving I do not have COVID and that I survived having it. So this is a great perspective. This is exactly what I'm talking about. There's a lot of people who did not make it through COVID, right? There's a lot of people who still battling COVID. I've heard from, you know, from people that I talked with, that some people lost the sense of smell. Some people really been thrown off of how their body reacts to COVID, right? It's like it's almost as if it's not the same afterward. So if you still able to make it through this virus and you still feel like you can operate and you feel well, that's a huge blessing. Absolutely huge. They said, I'm thankful for my family being alive and God's love. And again, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the perspective to have, right? You can wake up being feeling grateful for something, or you can wake up feeling angry about something. And I'm big on the mindset. I'm really, really big on the mindset. So if you're waking up in the morning feeling grateful, imagine day after day you feeling that. That's a beautiful state to be in. Almost blissful state to be in, right? This is the time that we can create our own reality. And it's not to fake it. It's not to do it to fit somebody's agenda. This is the idea in my mind is to be able to get to a point where you really feel that way, where you really make gratitude your attitude. Make gratitude your attitude. Make it part of yourself. So when you do go through life, you really feel that way. And when you do, it just changes things. It just changes things. It makes your life so much better. Friends are biggie too. I'm very grateful for all the ones I have made in this group in particular. Yes, absolutely. This is a great community. Absolutely great community. I actually have like a bullet point about that. So I'm going to get to that, Jamie. So thank you for that comment. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I love to see what people are grateful for. Super, super cool stuff. The next thing that I'm grateful for is my job. And I don't know if I told you the story, of what I went through in 2020 and then 2021. But in 2020, I got a job, and I was delivering packages. I was just driving one of those trucks that you see, and essentially just that was my work. I was delivering packages all day. Normally, normal like workload would be between 200 to 300 packages, and it wasn't too bad in November, December. Those cooler month, but once we start getting into April, it really started to feel miserable, really miserable, and continued to do it. And then once we got to May, I just remember sitting in this van. Um, I remember just like could not cool off enough, you know, and just feeling down, you know, feeling down about the situation, feeling like just hated the job, um, hated the fact that you know that hot weather was getting to me. Um, then you had to deliver packages even when it was raining. Um, so it was not fun. It was not fun. And luckily, I already decided to leave that job. I was going to leave that job regardless. One day, I just felt like I ha- I can do better. You know, one day I feel like I'm not going to do this job. I can do better. I'm not going to stay here. I'm going to manage my savings. I'm going to do something, but I'm not going to do this anymore. And it's funny because that very same week, the opportunity came up for me to get a temporary employment, temporary position, which I took, and it was May 2021. And luckily, the temporary opportunity led to a permanent position at the end of July. So, needless to say, I was extremely grateful for the fact that I left the job that started making me feel like I was wasting my time. And the important thing to realize, it's not just you know inability to grow or feeling bored. It's it's how you feel overall when you start losing faith, when you start feeling like this is a complete waste of time, and you feel it in your core. That's how you know. And so that goes without. The reason I'm telling you all this is because now I have an office job. I can work from home. I work with students. I actually have meaningful conversations with people. I feel like I do develop new skills. I'm in the environment where creative people are, because the university I work for, the majors are primarily, tailored or aimed at entertainment industry. And so this feels really, really good. It feels really, really good compared to delivering packages. So don't let what you see today or what you seen yesterday, affect you tomorrow, I would say. So I'm extremely grateful for my job, for my current job, because again, when you have point of reference, it's easier for you to be grateful when you know something to compare it with, something less, not just less fortunate, not just less desirable, but something that takes your soul, right? Let's see some comments. Looks like Jamie said, I lost my sense of taste when I had, referring to COVID, and I was lucky it came back, but I have some other things that are after effects. But considering what I do for a living, it could have been very bad. Nice. Good stuff. I'm glad. I am glad that I'm glad that it sounds like that you think it could have been worse. Now a comment. I swear, if I ever get the chance, I will throttle the person who set parameters for autocorrect. Yeah, autocorrect is fun, right? Where's everyone? Where's everyone? Everyone is getting ready for Thanksgiving. Everyone not ready for these short-term live streams. They are cooking. That's correct, Heather. They are cooking. Um, let's talk about my community, because the next thing that I'm very, very grateful for is my community. I've said it on a number of occasions, and I say it again. Connecting with these authentic individuals from all over the world is a blessing that I could not imagine before. It's becoming something. It already became more than myself. It became way more than myself. I don't know exactly when, but the fact that now people connecting from different places in the world, and they're able to have conversations, they're able to kind of support one another, they're able to share experiences, they're able to interact freely, um, through a variety of ways, whether it's Instagram or Discord server. By the way, if you're not on my Discord server, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You got to join. It's ramping up. It's getting hot. We have different channels. Uh, you got to join. I'm going to tell you about it a little bit later, but Discord channel is where it's at. Not this channel, Discord server with multiple channels. So my community, I'm extremely grateful for every single one of you. Every single one of you. I feel like each of you is a unique individual, is a unique soul. Um, you all so kind. You all so considerate. I had some interesting comments on my YouTube channel, but as far as like my closest community members who are my Discord, who are my newsletter, I just feel like every single one of you considerate, kind, you know, open, friendly, interesting, um, communicative. Is that the word? Communicative, interactive. There are so many things that I can say about you because it's amazing. It's amazing for me to see how this community just it took on a life of its own, and like even though people connected through this platform, it's amazing to see how these connections continue to grow and how it all comes together. That's the coolest thing. That's one of the coolest things of being a content creator is seeing that. So I am extremely grateful for this group of individuals who discovered my YouTube channel and who now hang out with my lives, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on Instagram. I'm extremely grateful for the experiences that you exchange, for laughters, everyday laughter that you bring, um, for your thoughtful ideas, for the daily interaction, for the kind words, for all of it, for all of it. I appreciate how curious you are. I appreciate how intellectual you are, how interested you are in other cultures other than your own, in other languages, in arts, in crafts, in content, in thoughts. It is a blast. It is absolutely a blast. There is humor, there is light, there is kindness. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Let's see. Let's see if we have some comments. The Siloquist. How are you? A Russian about Thanksgiving. Um, what is the question exactly? How am I? What is Russian about Thanksgiving? I don't really care for Thanksgiving. It's a joke because literally the day after we talk about what we're thankful for, we go on a rampage of avarice. Avarice? Is that how you say it? Let me put it in the Google Translator. Google Translator. I gotta pronounce these words correctly, right? Because that word I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Avarice. Avarice. I see the word rice in it, and I'm just gonna pronounce it as rice. Avarice. So you're saying because literally the day after we talk about what we are thankful for, we go on a rampage of avarice on Black Friday. Sorry to be bleak. No, don't be sorry. I like when people share their authentic ideas and their authentic thoughts. You know what? To each their own. Maybe some people do go on avarice on Black Friday. I kind of like this word. But what exactly do you have a problem with? Do you have a problem with the people shopping on Black Friday? Or do you have a problem with how people portray themselves to care about gratitude when in fact they do not? Is that your argument? My thing is this: everybody makes individual choice. I don't have problems with people shopping whatsoever. United States is all about shopping. I don't condone the behaviors and people getting hurt and people getting stupid behaviors for being able to get a TV. That's dumb, right? I don't support that. I don't have anything. So as long as people not reckless, no, other people don't get hurt, I don't have a problem with shopping. As far as people pretending, them being thankful, that's an individual choice. I am I can tell you with 100% certainty that being thankful is one of the best thing you can do as human being. I You can ask my community. I talk about being thankful every week. You hear something about it. I close my videos saying be grateful no matter what. I usually say be well, be wealthy, be healthy, be be active, but most importantly be grateful. I deem it to be one of the most important things that you can do as a human being, being grateful, because being grateful is free. It's kind of like passion. You can choose to be grateful or you can choose not to be grateful. So you know what? Everybody make their own choice how they want to navigate Thanksgiving and what that means for them. But it's not about just Thanksgiving, it's about how you're going to carry yourself and how you're going to think after Thanksgiving. Is it not? So for me, I've made a decision a long time ago. Maybe not a long time ago, but maybe it just kind of happened in my life to where I compared the feeling of being grateful and the feeling of being ungrateful. And I liked the feeling of being grateful a lot more because you really don't know. In my opinion, you don't know how your life going to play out. And you reach for something out there in the distance that you think is going to make you happy, where in fact, you can be happy every day. Being happy every day doesn't mean being content and being satisfied with your situation. I'm not telling you that if you have a bad job, you should be happy about your situation. What I'm saying, you can wake up being happy that you're alive. Wake up that you being happy that you have a family, that you have friends, being happy about things that you do have, rather than thinking, I need to get that in order for me to be happy. That is the difference, my friend. I just went on a rant. Put the hashtag rant in the chat. It's bound to happen. This is uncut and uncensored right here. Thank you for the comment, the soliloquist. Um, D said, I'm going to be completely honest. This community has been a huge blessing in my life. I'm naturally a pretty shy person, and I've been able to meet such wonderful people through this. D, 100%. And you know what? Shout out to you and hats off to you for being so courageous and coming on live. Um, coming on live during Halloween to show off your costume. Then joining Instagram lives and just chatting. I know these things are not easy. That is not easy to put yourself out there in front of the whole wide world and share your thoughts, because somebody's going to judge. But you know what? Somebody's going to judge anyway. So the fact that you were able to do that, that's huge. And I applaud you for that. And just listen, just hearing these comments, seeing these comments, I mean, that's what it's all about. Even this one comment, it's worth it. Even one person feeling that way, it's worth it. Um, and that just makes me realize, you can make something of a meaning for yourself. And, it can be, and even if it's few people, even if it's one person, that's already an impact. That's already an impact. So thank you for that. Heather said, before I forget, Yuri, maybe you can do a word style episode for the prototypes, like presenting virtual awards, like the award shows or high school yearbook, most likely too. Yeah, you always full of ideas, Heather. I always love reading your comments and your ideas. Let's connect. Let's connect and talk about something, because something along those lines, because these are interesting ideas. So, you know, if you have further ideas how to develop it, I would like to hear it, because this sounds interesting. A lot of these things comes down to, being able to execute them and make it manageable, right? And so I'm open to him. I'm open to him for sure. So it's just a matter of, how to make it happen. So let's talk. Thank you for that. Mr. Sparkles, I love Thanksgiving, especially the food. I said it many times and I said again, food, Thanksgiving food is the best food. I think we need to make a push as a community to be able to encourage people to cook more of Thanksgiving food during the year, because this part of American culture is really special. This part of American culture need to be shared with the world more often. People from other countries need to see that, people in the United States are passionate about families, passionate about food, passionate about their communities, passionate about being thankful. And even if it's being thankful for a little bit, like the soliloquist said, maybe some people don't, they put a facade for this one day. You know what? One day is better than nothing. Anything is better than nothing. Let's see. Um, uh, Jamie said, every year I go Black Friday coat shopping for the kids at our local shelter and for the community coat program. At our local shelter. So is it like super, super affordable deals, I'm assuming? That's cool. Agreed. It's good to be thankful and grateful. It means that you don't take things for granted. It all comes down to practice, right? We can talk about theory all day long, but do you actually wake up grateful? That is the question. Do you? Do I wake up grateful every day? Do I, like, is that the first thought that comes to my mind? No, not every day, but I have some sort of sense of calmness, in peace almost, because I found a way to appreciate and be thankful for my current situation in my life, because I know that it things could be taken away, things could be way worse. I could, the health could be worse, everything could be worse. And so the fact that, I deem myself fortunate in so many different ways. So when you realize that, the realization, it really helps put things into proper perspective. How about being grateful for the sale? Hey, I'm grateful for some of the deals I got in the past. I'm not going to lie to you. Most of the people I know shop for their kids and families to maybe things they couldn't afford normally without the sale. But it's all about your perspective too. There are also some greedy people, crazy people too, who will fight over an item. Now that is sad. Look, these materialistic things that people think they need, you know, I mean, you believe what you believe, right? You believe what you believe. At this point of my life, I don't think that, maybe it's because I do have some things, like I have a laptop, I have a phone, I have TV. Maybe if I didn't have them, maybe maybe I would feel different. But when you have them, you realize they just things. They just materialistic things. They're not meant to. They help you to do tasks. They help you to acquire skills, but they're not gonna. Are they worth, like, fighting over, hurting people, or feeling like you hurt someone? I just don't see it. I just don't see it. To each their own. But goodness, no. Or trample an elder person to death. True story. There have been fatalities. the thing is, like, you know, I think I made a reference about Jordan Peterson during my live stream on Instagram yesterday. He's a clinical psychologist by profession, and he said that chickens always come home to roost. I think he said that, meaning that, you know, you don't really get away with things. So if you were in that situation, and if you know you remotely responsible for somebody's demise, I think it is going to stay with you. Let that sink in. That is why I like the Cyber Black Friday, no fighting. Isn't that Cyber Monday? I thought it was I thought it was Black Friday. Oh, I guess there's just another. So there's just a Black Friday, and you saying there's a Cyber Black Friday in addition to Cyber Monday. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I thought it was Cyber Monday. But Jamie, are you saying that there is? You saying it's so weak now? But is there as good of a deal that you can get on Cyber Friday, if that's such a thing, as you can on Cyber Monday? I guess that's the question. But there's definitely some deals that go on all week long. See how it all just shifted towards shopping, and now we're just talking about shopping. Everybody loves their stuff. This part of American culture is about, in another word, gluttony, spurring the epidemic of obesity. Um, as you can see, I am not fun at parties. Are you talking about the eating part of it, the eating on Thanksgiving? You saying there's just too much food? Is that what you're getting at? There's a lot of food. There's a lot of food. That's for sure. That's for sure. There's a lot of it. So, no doubt about it. Looks like we have Francis Edris in the house. Hi, Francis. Thanks for being here live. I'm grateful for everyone in my life, including all of you. That's so sweet of you. Um, I'm grateful for you too, and for for the fact that you here with us live right now, and you are engaging. There's nothing in this world worth hurting someone or taking a life. There's not. There's not. I mean, like, the only way I can justify it, if you protect your family, you know, or you protect your home. But going going on a shopping spree and running somebody over for TV, I mean, it's like a primitive behavior, you know? It's a primitive behavior. Like, I can justify some things. Like, if people come to your house and you have to protect your home, I can justify it. There are times in life when you have to make a choice. But that choice is not when you're buying a goddamn TV. That is not the time. We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up, because this is a slippery slope. This is like one of those things to where, I mean, it for one thing, again, you're gonna hurt somebody, or you're going to contribute to take away from someone's life. For one thing, you're gonna impact countless number of lives who are associated with that person, whether family member or a friend, and then you have to live with that afterwards. And I think the second thing is that it's just people never will look at you again the same way. Like, when you are associated with something like that, when you do things like that and you part of that, I mean, there are accidents, right? There are accidents, but there are also just mindless actions that people commit. Let's not commit mindless action. Hold on, am I back? Am I back? Oh no. You still here? Can you hear me? I don't know what happened. I just jumped on my hotspot. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Give me a comment. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Because that was weird. This was super, super weird. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that. And thank you for sticking around. I'm really dreading these issues now. And I should be charging. Hold on. My computer. This is not good, yo, because my computer is showing that it's not charging. Hold on. Maybe it did that. See, that's what happens when you trying to create content, right? You just think you got it, but then you realize that you don't got it, don't have it. I have a charger here that is perfectly normal charger, and it's not charging. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, and I hit my head too. Goodness gracious. Oh god, okay. I think it's okay. Can you still see me? Can you still see and hear me? I'm still on hotspot. Is it working okay? Okay, cool. Thank you for sticking around. All right, where were we? We were talking about that it's not worth it to hurt anybody or, God forbid, worse, for any type of purchase. It's just not worth it. Not worth it. No way in the world to justify that. And that happens during Thanksgiving shopping sprees. People just out on a prowl. Dia said there is no worldly possession we can take with us when we leave this world. Better to pick stock in relationships and acts of love and service to others. You know, luckily there are many people in the world that feel that way. Because if they weren't, we would be in deep trouble. If you ever worked retail during the Black Friday, possibly I'm like this because I've been in the front lines during the holidays. One can't help but be disillusioned. I worked retail, but not during Black Friday. I can't even imagine. I cannot even imagine. I do not think that it is a fun experience. I worked retail for several years. I went Black Friday shopping one time and never ever again. The way that I go Black Friday shopping, I don't go early. I go like in the afternoon, and it is very conservative. So I if I really want a deal, I will find deal online and I will just get it whenever that deal available. But I'm not going to be one of these people running, to save $300 or whatever just to, again, hurt someone or be hurt in the process. Um, it is just it's just not worth it. I can't justify it. No matter how you slice it, I can't justify it. I'll wait for some items to go down in price or just get them online. That's just my take on it. I have a long time ago. I think it's referring to Black Friday. I have a long time ago, and I have seen the crazy behaviors. But all we can do is be kind, appreciate that we have, and try to help others. And by the way, I don't think I would be. Um, I don't think I would be good person to be in this environment. Meaning that if somebody is trying to like push me out of the way or start talking shit to me, I don't think it would be a good situation for me. I really don't. I don't even want to put myself in that situation. Because I also don't have much patience still for stupidity and dumbness. So either way you slice it, it's not a good thing. Don't want to be no part of it. Um, Bianca, thank you for being here. I appreciate you joining. We have some good conversation going. I had one more point to make. I talked about my community, and then the community left a lot of comments, which I love. But I still have one more thing to cover, and I hope you can see and hear me okay. I hope you can see and hear me okay because of my hotspot. Last but certainly not least thing, rewind. The last thing that I want to talk about, the thing that I'm truthfully grateful for, is my dreams. And I don't mean the dreams that I have at night, although those are pretty good too. I'm talking about things that I have in my mind and I have in my heart, and I won't be able to see come to pass during my lifetime. I talked about it. I had a separate video on Instagram. If you're not on my Instagram, please join because I go live on Instagram quite a bit. And I just talk about things not related to relationship. I just talk about kind of things that entice me wisdom wise. Some of the things that I think on a daily basis, some of the things that I heard or have seen in the content that I'm consuming or through interactions with other people. And recently I talked about dreams and the importance of dreams. I think if you're dreaming, it's a blessing. I don't know how you feel, but I think there's a lot of people right now that they just lack dreams. And dreams is a big word. Maybe it's not a dream. Maybe it's an aspiration. Maybe it's a goal. Maybe it's a desire, but it's something to strive for. It's something to visualize. It's something to reach towards to. Those things can give you wings. Those things can put your mind and put your heart in a different place, in the place of pursuit, in a place of curiosity, right? And I'm grateful that I have dreams and that in my mind I can visualize the things that I want in terms of my career, in terms of my family, in terms of places that I want to visit, in terms of my life. These things are a blessing. So I guess the question for you, do you have dreams? Is there something that drives you every day when you wake up? And if you don't, it's not the end of the world. Not everybody do, right? But is there something that maybe you do want that you haven't been honest with yourself about? Or is it something that you think you might want and you can't come up with that will drive you or make you feel a certain way, right? Um, I'm grateful, extremely grateful for my dreams. Let's see. Francis says, when you work Black Friday, you get screamed at, called names, and so on. I shop online. That is the reason. That's one of the reasons why I think shopping online does the trick, right? The soliloquist said, "Oh, I love talking about the anatomy of dreams." That's right. That is correct. The dreams. Are you talking about the night dreams or are you talking about daydreams? Some people may accuse me of eviscerating the dream, but I prefer to call it dissection. You're using difficult words for me today, this soliloquist, but I love it. What is this nickname? That's incredible. Oh my God. Hello. Thank you for being here live. You made me so, that is hysterical. Oh, yeah. I need to hang out with you, the soliloquist, because quite frankly, you use the words that I don't know. I have no idea what eviscerating is or even dissection. I don't use those words. But that's on me. That's not a knock on you. That's on me. I got to step my game up. So thank you. I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm just gonna start taking screenshots of your comments, and then I'm just gonna look them up. I don't need to record a screen. I just need to take a screenshot. Boom. Here we go. Oh, that's awesome. This was a fun one. That it is a fun one. Before we go, my friends, before we go, a couple other things. I want to make sure I state this one more time, even though I already did. Gratitude is free. There are no prerequisites. You don't need to take thank you class before being grateful. I mean, that did not work. You don't need to take I'm thankful class before feeling gratitude, right? You can just feel gratitude if you choose to. Nobody gonna come and send you a bill for it. No IRS is gonna come and collect a tax on it. You know, hopefully nobody gonna come and yell at you, questioning you why you are grateful. And if they are, get away from those suckers. Gratitude is free. It's pure. It is also one of the most powerful emotions you can have as a human being. That's my belief because it lifts you up. Gratitude lifts you up. Comparing puts you down. Gratitude lifts you up. My encouragement to every single one of you, find something to be grateful for this Thanksgiving. We talked about a lot of things tonight. I told you about things that I'm grateful for, and I believe that everyone can find things to be grateful for. And when you do, and when you reflect on it often, even if you have thought or two about it every day, it'll change your life. It'll change your life. That's my belief. Yet again, take it with a grain of salt, but I do believe that from the bottom of my soul. And that's it. Please support the channel. You have multiple ways to do that. You can go to PayPal, paypal.me/Russian prototype. You can support the channel through super stickers and super chats right here on YouTube. I want to make sure that you know that every single cent donated and received as quality support, as other content creator put it, will be donated to this channel, will be donated to improve the content, will be donated to enhance the equipment, and ultimately to bring back value to this incredible community. If you have not yet heard about my Discord server, you are sleeping. You're beauty. You are beauty sleepy. You sleeping beauty. Don't sleep on my Discord channel. All right, that's what I meant to say. Don't sleep on my Discord server. We have members of the community here right now with us live that are currently on my Discord server, and there's some amazing interactions that happen every day. And you know what's really amazing about it is that it's unpretentious. It's real. Just talk about everything. It's not like we need a reason to talk. Somebody's cooking something, they put pictures. You know, somebody had some sort of experience, they talk about it. You know, I'm putting some Russian words in there. So there's a Russian language. Ramping up that Russian culture channel. Talked about samovar tonight. Some of you probably don't know what samovar is. I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to come and join the Discord to learn. Because you know your life will not be complete without knowing what samovar is. Don't sleep on the Discord channel. How to join it? Next logical question. Good. You can simply send me an email to russianprototype@gmail.com, or you can send me a direct message on my Instagram at russianprototype and tell me why you would like to join my Discord server. Just tell me a reason. And if it's a good enough reason, I will send you a link to join. For the record, I haven't denied anybody yet who requested to be on this channel. My goal isn't to deny you. I just don't want to put the link out in the world and then some complete random people, right? Some trolls joining it, right? I just want to at least make sure that that's a real person that wants to join, and I want to learn about their reason why they want to be part of a community. But other than that, that is it. This is really easy. Email or DM on Instagram and become a part of the community and make with it what you like, or make it as you will. Make, you know what I mean. Some of you will be interested in Russian language. That's there for you. Some of you will be interested in relationships. We have a channel about relationships in it. People asking questions in the channel. Some of you are going to be interested in Russian culture. There is a channel for it. There's a lot going on, people. Get on it. Join my newsletter at www.mylovemanual.com. If you did not know, I do have a newsletter. I'll be honest, I haven't been consistent with it. You're certainly not going to get emails even every week. You most likely going to get emails from me bi-weekly. And what I try to do with it is summarize what's been going on with the channel, what's been going on with blog posts, what's been going on with me. And I try to make it, when things come up, and when the new assignments, not assignments, new announcements to be made. If you're in the newsletter, I'm trying to put out some of the things right in there so you can be one of the earliest people to get those announcements. And it's a little bit more personal, right? It's a little bit more personal. So you can head to www.mylovemanual.com and join the newsletter. Before we get out of here, let's look at some of these comments. Appreciate some of the nice words that you have. I love it. I love it. Francis says every day is a blessing. Life is a blessing. I concur. The soliloquist, love the pure heart. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. До свидания. Goodbye. Yes. Blessing all. Thank you. Appreciate that. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and many blessings to all. Heather said, I just posted on the Discord. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining the soliloquist. Please include more Russian vocab. Are you talking about Discord? Are you going to join? But for real, how do we connect? Discord. I go on Discord every day. So shoot me a message on Russian Prototype on Instagram or send me an email at russianprototype@gmail.com. And that's how you do it. So before we go, it would not be complete unless unless we said happy Thanksgiving to every single one of you. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So my wish for every single one of you in this community is to find something you're grateful for, to spend time with people you love, to eat food that you enjoy that makes you feel whole, that makes you feel good, to do things that uplift you. And, you know, to identify what it is that you're thankful for. What are you grateful for? I agree with so many comments that we have so many blessings in our lives. And sometimes I think it's a matter of recognizing these things and seeing those things and choosing to seeing those things, those blessings. It's all a matter of perspective. It really is. And I truly believe that we choose our perspective. We do. Perspective doesn't choose us, we choose how to react. So on this Thanksgiving, I wish you all the very, very best. I wish you to be thankful for something that you do have. And I appreciate every single one of you. I'm thankful for every single one of you. I appreciate you joining me live. I appreciate you sharing your stories. I appreciate you um, not only sharing your stories, but you engaging with the comments. And it's truly, truly amazing. Looks like we have Marie from New Zealand in the house. So it's been a while. Thank you so much for joining. It's a pleasure to see you. Um, let's recognize some folks who've been here. Who will you be celebrating with? I will be celebrating with my family. I'll be celebrating with my mom, with my stepsister, with her kids. So it's going to be a good time. So the soliloquist, thank you for being here. Marie, thank you for jumping on. Bianca, thank you for being here and for hanging out. Heather, thank you for being here and engaging. Um, Baron from Philadelphia, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Francis, thank you for being here and for your kind words. I appreciate that. Dia, thank you for being here, sharing your thoughts, sharing good energy. So many amazing people joined tonight. Thank you, every single one of you. Jamie was here earlier. I think she ended up cooking. So thank Jamie for hanging out. We have more people ramping up. It looks like more people joining. Is anything else? Oh, Daphne's in the house. Hi, from Germany. Hi, Daphne. We're talking about Thanksgiving and why people should be grateful. Um, Baron, I am from Russia originally, from Volgograd, Russia, but now live in the United States, and I'm based out of Orlando, Florida, actually. So thank you for stopping by, and thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you. Appreciate the very kind words to soliloquist. It's a pleasure and a privilege. And Jamie said, "I'm still listening." Appreciate you being here as well. Um, Marie said, sending big hugs from New Zealand from Marie. Sending big hugs back to you. We have another person also from New Zealand. And it's incredible. It's just incredible to see this amazing community and people from all over the world, literally from all over the world coming in and being part of it in one place. That just means so much. That just means so much to me. I couldn't think of the um, how could I forget Kaya? Kaya is another person from New Zealand, but it's incredible just to think that you can connect with people across thousands and thousands of miles across the oceans and have this special interaction. So thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Um, Baron said, "Okay, I thought you might be in Russia. I have been a few times and follow Russian YouTubers." Oh, very cool, very cool. Um, I appreciate you being here. Definitely happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Happy Thanksgiving to every single one of you. Find some joy. Find something to be grateful for. I really overwhelmed with joy this holiday season for all the reasons that I already mentioned. There's so much to be grateful for. My friends, happy Thanksgiving. Prototype fam. I hope you feel the positivity, feel the energy, and you're going to have an incredible rest of your week. Peace out.